Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of May 19th. At Monday night's meeting, the Council discussed a new approach to sidewalk snowplowing in Bloomington. It's an approach that seeks to balance walkability, service quality, and operational efficiency. As I'm sure you all know, when it snows, City of Bloomington crews clear snow from all sidewalks and trails in the city. That's more than 260 miles of sidewalks and trails, and it's a big job. Historically, it takes from 1 day, when there's a smaller snowfall, to upwards of 3 days after a heavier snowfall. Bloomington staff use 10 specially modified sidewalk snow clearing machines, with those modifications being done by our City of Bloomington mechanics in an effort to make the operation as effective and as efficient as possible. Even with these resources and with the hard work of our staff, it's a significant challenge to reach the goals of effective and efficient. With the scope of the operation, staff regularly hears frustration from residents about how long it takes to complete routes. Because uneven sidewalks can seriously damage equipment, crews don't clear snow all the way down to the pavement, which leads to frustration about the quality of the plowing and the amount of snow left on the sidewalk. And we've all seen the damage that a snowplow, or your snowblower, or de-icing chemicals can do to lawns or other landscaping. And from a staff perspective, plowing sidewalks is very challenging, both physically and mentally. In recent years, we've seen an above average rate of injury compared to other plowing operations. So, staff has been looking at ways to improve walkability, better align efforts with other snowplowing operations, reduce operator injuries, and to be more efficient with our staff time. After a good amount of community engagement, discussions with surrounding communities about best practices, and a lot of internal discussion, staff brought forward proposed changes to the way that Bloomington sidewalks get cleared. The new proposal would reduce the city's snow removal routes to approximately 135 miles, focusing on sidewalks along major roads, by parks, and other city property. Responsibility for the sidewalks that don't fit into those categories would shift to the adjacent property owners. The proposed changes would significantly shorten the time it takes to get those sidewalks cleared, which would improve walkability. It would free up staff hours to support park maintenance and natural resources projects in the winter months, and the plan is expected to save up to $60,000 per season in equipment and overtime costs. It would also put Bloomington into alignment with what other cities do. And perhaps most importantly, it would put Bloomington into alignment with our own city ordinances. City code currently requires property owners to clear snow from sidewalks adjacent to their homes. As I said, a lot of public engagement helped shape this proposal, and it's now been vetted by both the Parks, Arts, and Recreation Commission and the City Council. Staff will take the feedback they heard Monday and will continue to collect resident feedback as well, and the plan is to bring final recommendations to the City Council later this summer. Stay tuned. We also reviewed and adopted Phase 1 of the Missing Middle Housing Ordinance on Monday night, which modernizes rules for duplexes, townhomes, and accessory dwelling units in Bloomington. This ongoing initiative helps support a wider range of housing types that fit between single-family homes and larger apartment buildings. Changes in this phase include allowing accessory dwelling units to be slightly larger, up to 1,000 square feet, and removing the requirement that the property owner live on site. For duplexes, the ordinance reduces minimum lot size, adjusts garage attachment and setback requirements, and eliminates some design restrictions like mandatory garage orientation and landscaping plans. For townhomes, the changes provide more design flexibility, include removing requirements for recessed and staggered garages, which have created challenges on smaller lots or don't typically align with common townhome designs and floor plans. The ultimate goal of all of these changes is to help lower barriers and increase incentives for creating more diverse and affordable housing across the city. And of course, to do so in a way that maintains standards and community expectations and that supports neighborhood quality and character. This is the first of two phases. The next round of changes, including options like triplexes and cottage courts, will be developed later this year with more opportunities for public feedback. Also on Monday, I was happy to officially proclaim May 18th through the 24th as Public Works Week in the City of Bloomington. The proclamation recognizes public works services, including water, streets, sewers, parks, public buildings, waste collection, and snow removal. All the things that are absolutely essential to the health, safety, and comfort of this community. The work is essential, but for the most part, the folks in Public Works are like umpires in a baseball game. They're at their best when you don't even notice them. Or as one person put it on Monday night, Public Works makes normal happen. The roads get plowed, the water tastes great, the streetlights come on at dark, the broken water mains get fixed. The people in Bloomington Public Works do an outstanding job of making normal happen every single day. Please join me in thanking our Public Works team for their dedication and expertise, and take a moment this week to recognize the critical work they do throughout the year. And finally today, a big thank you to everyone who came out to the Bloomington Police and Public Works open houses on May 17th. It was a great opportunity to meet our city staff, to climb into a snowplow or a squad car, and to learn more about how Bloomington works behind the scenes. The weather was brisk, but we had a great turnout and a lot of smiling faces. Events like these are a reminder of the strong connection between our residents and the people who serve this community every day. Thanks for making it such a success. That wraps up this week's Council Minute. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.